Welcome to the New Age Geek channel. If you're new here, we'll be an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. Tonight we have Season 2, Forging Fates, Shattered Seas, the second table of our two-table series of Season 2. For the last time, we're going to go ahead and introduce all of our amazing players and let them introduce themselves. But by this time, you should know who they are. Like, come on, guys. Focus up. Yeah, for reals. That being said, let us start off with our OG, Z. What do you got for him?
Why, hello guys, I'm Zella. Like normal, you guys can find me here on Twitch. I do variety streaming as a VTuber, but guys, I really love D&D, so that's why I'm here. Currently still working on henhouse stuff. That is so close to just being out in the world, and I'm super excited for that. I'm also excited that we didn't die last session. Go us. Other than that, yeah guys, that is me.
All right, bouncing it off to the amazing Jalen.
Hello, I'm Jalen, also known as Vegas the Wanderer. You can find me at Vegas the Wanderer pretty much everywhere where I like to tell stories and bring in a little bit of literature and fun, since I love the lore. Well, besides that, I am excited to continue telling stories with my friends, because that's why we're all here.
Real quick, who are you playing, Z?
Guys, I will be playing Zaita Granbell, our rock gnome artificer, who is a battlesmith.
And Vegas.
Yeah, and I will be playing Melanie Mellon Kali, a monster hunter woman with a awesome haircut.
Let's switch over to our newcomer, Zanvan.
Hi everyone, I'm Zanvan. I'm not really much anywhere online, but except for here, I guess. But tonight I will be continuing playing my Portal Genie Warlock Smog, and hopefully resume not dying this session.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Bringing it around town. Kay, let the people know who you are, what you're doing.
Hello, I am Kayla, just KD and Dalliance, depending on where you find me on the web. I do a truly ludicrous number of things in the short amount of time that exists during the day. You can find me over at Underground Oracle Publishing, publishing things in 5e, Cypher, Daggerheart, Black Flag. You can find me over on the Paracosm Entertainment channel, on streams like Villains by the Hour and Burned Hope, and In the Darkness, which is a sneak peek for you all. It's a new series we'll be doing, Spooky. Go check that out. For everything else, go check out Linktree/JustGayK. That has links to everything you could possibly ever want to know about me in a professional capacity on there. Mazel tov, congrats.
Okay. That being said, if you're watching us on YouTube, do the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, help us out. It just helps the channel grow. If you're watching us on Twitch live, like you fancy folks right now, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. So give us that free sub if you like what we're doing here. It helps support us to bring more of this roleplay goodness to your eyeballs and your ear holes. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore.
You jumped the shark already.
Yeah. If your music is powered by Soncraft, we have a Soncraft code. I think it's NAG, N-A-G, to give you a discount. But I don't remember because I don't have my sheet in front of me. Because I don't care anymore. We'll just rock it out. That being said, let's dive into tonight's episode of Forging Fates. Okay. So, picking up where we last left off, who would like to give us the recap for last episode?
Cheers. So, I mean, you might have seen the town go a little bit to shit yesterday. That wasn't our fault, so that's good. Y'all had some folks blowing things up. We did give chased the lady down. Totally eagle eye saw her going into a house as I was surfboarding a turtle down a hill. So we, hard left it into getting her out of that house, and I guess she must have done some sort of magic. She ended up on a ship in the docks, uh, which we gave chase to again because we're such amazing, helpful citizens to art citizens here. And we got to the ship. I gave them what for, threw some fire at them as a last hurrah, get out of here. And I thought we were done. And then our new friends decided to catapult a genie bottle into the ship and release our turtle into the midst of enemy combatants. And unfortunately, I have hitched my wagon to these horses for the time being. So I had to go make sure somebody didn't die. In the process, almost died myself. But, we took gold together. Gotta make sure they make it home and we can get the rest of the gold. That's what's important here. We did do way too much, though, with this ship for not getting paid. I really needed to talk to my new party about that. But yeah, we survived. We got off thanks to a bearded devil someone summoned. Met a can you call an automaton a bitch? Because I feel like in this case it's really the tag we should be using here. Dockmaster, overseer of this city, who did not thank us for doing more than their dock guards did trying to stop the ship. You're welcome, by the way. And then we got a free inn out of it, so I guess that's good. I guess that's compensation for not getting paid for the ship thing. I guess that's like equivalency of that. And then we learned some things about our dear turtle friend, and then everyone wanted to sleep because everyone hurt a lot. And then people did magic things to get things back that they needed. But yeah, and I'm here drinking with you, telling you this story before I go to bed. So yeah, thanks for the drink. Have a great time.
Okay. With that, picking up where we last left off, as sun rises on a new day. The yep, that's about it. What do you guys want to do?
So I am being paid at this point, so I am on a job. So I am probably actually up before dawn.
Okay.
My time is money now. So I'm probably up. I do exercises to get ready and be limber because I'm on the job. Who knows what's gonna happen on the job? I've gone through my pack and took an inventory and repacked it. I've gone downstairs and brought breakfast back up to the room so that we don't have to leave the space we decided we're not able to be overheard in. While I was down there, I stuck my head in the fire and relit my hair.
Nice.
So
Looking
I'm not bald
fabulous.
anymore. Yeah, I gotta keep the fiery locks going. Don't like that baldness. And I'm probably just sitting against the door, sitting on the floor on the inside, eating breakfast as other people finally start waking up.
Okay.
I think I am just very begrudgingly getting out of bed at this point. I'm going over to look at that little, that pipe that I crushed.
Mhm.
I'm going to fix it so it looks fixed, but is not working.
Roll me a tinkerer's check.
Go. 14 plus 4, 18.
18. Okay. You do a pretty good job of repairing it to a state where it looks like it's been maybe banged up a little bit. Like it's not perfect. It has a little bit of wear and tear on it, but nothing that would strike it as being sabotaged. And you make sure to like kind of still clog the pipe so nothing, no sound is able to travel down through it.
All right, y'all. That should fix that for right now. So
Coffee?
we are free to speak. Yes, absolutely yes.
Just pours another cup and just kind of like sets it on the ground slightly closer to where you are.
Yeah, just kind of pick it up, take a sip. All right. Well, shit, we got a lot of stuff to do today, don't we?
Yeah, breakfast. I went ahead and brought everything up for when everyone gets up. I figured we should do some more talking in the place. We can't be overheard before we leave.
Yeah, that is a good idea. All right. I just go ahead and take like a sip of the coffee. All right, it's gonna be a good day. We're not gonna die today. No one's gonna die. No one's gonna get stabbed. I don't know about the shooting part, but we're gonna be fine.
Y'all are new to the rules, so I will let you know. I'll probably let your turtle friend know too when he wakes up. Rule number 1 is always don't die. On these jobs, you take as a mercenary. Rule number 1 is don't die.
That's a good rule. All right.
Solid start.
It's like I like that rule.
Rule 2 is if they don't pay you for it, you don't do it.
Fair. I feel like I'm really good sometimes at talking to people. So if we don't get paid, I'll make sure we get paid.
And if you can't talk them into it, I'm pretty sure, and I'm just gonna like tap the swords on either side of me.
Yeah, we could always just steal from them too. That's an option.
I mean, once they give us the final gold, we're technically not working for them anymore, so fuck them.
True. All right.
So you hear a creak at the door as Melon kind of walks in, and at her side on her shoulder again is Zemi the owl. I go right over to my bed, and I take out my pack, which looked like now that you look at it, you're like, oh, that wasn't a body in that bed. It was just a pack and some pillows. As maybe I had gotten up, and you realize that maybe Melon got up earlier than you. And I go over and I just grab it. Are you all ready to take on the day?
Well, sit down, get something to eat in your belly first. It's gonna be a long day, and that shelled turtle buddy is still asleep.
We're to speak of the turtle. I'll proceed to wake up after my dream visit with Saphir. And I'll kind of take a moment and look at the 2 daggers I have. The quarterstaff, I'm pretty sure, got lost in all the kerfuffle between the surfing and getting on the ship and all that. And I'll just kind of say out loud, I do sort of wish I had something a bit more sturdier to swing. Like, just something like a large hammer or some, and then with my hand, like, more gesturing, popping into my hand would be a slightly decorative warhammer as for the first time use my summon a act weapon.
I'm guessing that's new.
Oh shit, can you do that for me and some tools? That seems really fucking handy.
Like instant manifestation. Almost.
I think it's a bit limited.
But
Was
where
this
did
like
that
a
come from?
magic thing?
Yes, that. Where did it
I
come
mean,
from?
it's all magic.
Magic, magic. A
Based
social
on
magic.
the look of it, it looks like something that my genie patron might have just stashed somewhere.
So you're
Or-
telling me that he can't get you a new bottle, but he'd give you a hammer on the whim.
I have a new bottle. I hold it up. One ceremony from last night before sleeping, and I have it now. I think it's a little bit more dirtier, but not by much.
I take it that conversation went better than you thought it would then.
He comes from a very different walk of life than I do. He seems much more fanciful. Even called himself a noble genie when we first met. While I was nearly drowning in the raging sea, he spoke to me while lounging on a cloud bed he fashioned for himself.
So what I'm hearing is, you got a magical sugar daddy. As I explained to Melon, look, you only got to do what they pay you for. You got your life saved. You got some magic. That just remember not to give more than you get. Right? Equivalency.
Well, he does give me magic that I wasn't able to do before.
Yeah, but it's not infinite.
Kevin,
I mean,
wouldn't
what
magic
if it
ever
is, though?
infinite?
I mean, we got a long boat ride. We could see if it's infinite. Speaking of, as y'all here have breakfast, and I'm just gonna shove everything I brought into the room, coffee, everything that I could possibly carry up from downstairs after ordering breakfast, towards y'all. Okay, so we are a party. We took a job and money together, right? So that means I got your back, and I'm gonna keep you alive as much as I can. I need y'all to do the same, and maybe we don't launch ourselves into the midst of an enemy ship with no backup.
I will admit that was not the brightest plan, but it sure as hell was fun.
I'm not saying it wasn't fun. I'm just saying we weren't paid to board the ship, and everyone but Melon almost died.
If
You're
we
not
had
wrong.
if we had a bard here, he'd probably eat this story up and leave us already.
I mean, that's another reason why I won't have a Barton party. But that aside, look, okay, we're all still kind of getting to know each other. I know Melon a little bit better than I know y'all because me and Melon already almost died once before together. Now twice. But you know,
Drama bond.
yeah, maybe we take some time getting to know what we could do. So maybe we don't 3 out of 4 of us almost die. Because we're kind of heading into enemy territory as far as like we're trying to get a thing that they don't want to give us. So like, probably should know what we could do.
Well, Smog, do you have any friends that maybe we could connect with for the host? So we're not doing something that feels elite. Well, no. Do you know someone, perhaps?
I do recall one. He is also a total. His name is Doro Boneclasp. He's a keeper of a library. But I'm not sure if all the hosts or the hosts that we'll run into will know of Doro or see Doro as a member of the host that can be looked up to. Seem to have mixed effects for Cadente. Though I didn't quite get to say too much before I passed out when something hit me from above.
Now, is this Mr. Boneclasp on Bryn Mawr Key? Because that's kind of where we gotta be going.
Would I know where Doro usually is? Or would he be kind of like traveling? I think you
Are
might
you
be
muted?
muted.
Sorry. He would typically be found at the Gravecallers Atoll.
Brave Colors Batal?
Yeah, which is the capital of the Ascended Host.
I know he would usually be at the capital of the host. So we may not be at the Brine Marrow K we are going to.
Is it out of our way? Can we hit it on the way to Bryn Mawr Key?
I mean, do any of us actually have a map of anywhere around the Shattered Teeth?
Okay, so first order of business, see if our hired person is dead. Second order of business, we get a map.
As someone that has done jobs for the Ascended Host and has been around and does have proficiency with Navigator's tools, would I have any idea if the Grave Colors Batal would be somewhat along the way to Brine Marrow K, or if that would be on like completely other side or something like that?
Yeah, so the way the teeth are kind of occupied is it's very much like the capitals are on opposite sides of the map. And then there's a smattering of conflicted territories in the middle.
Okay, so we would have to go all the way to the opposite side of the Shattered Teeth just to get to the Grave Colors Batal,
Yeah.
where the Brine Marrow K is more somewhere in the middle, possibly more closer by to
Yep.
where we are now. Okay.
Alright, we'll keep Doro in our back pocket. So, order 1 is our boss dead. Order 2, get us a map. Order 3, ship, or do we need anything else before we hightail it out of here before the not so nice automaton lady comes and says something?
Maybe some healing supplies. We are quite a party that seems to get into a lot of pickles.
Remember, we're lessening the number of pickles. Lessening the number of pickles. lessening. We choose the pickles we want to be in and that we're paid to be in. No more than that number of pickles.
It's fine. We'll just remain cucumbers, no pickles.
I'm totally fine for that. I normally charge extra for pickles. Okay, so first order of business, is our boss dead? If he is, yay, we're done. We got half a job for free. Go find another job. If he's not, then step 2, find a map. Step 3, get something to heal us with in case of the inevitable accidental pickle. And then step 4, get a ship to get on out of here. That sound good to everyone?
And maybe
Yeah.
some few regular supplies. I drew a card and I lost almost everything.
Well, if you find
yeah.
a large enough stick that you like, I can carve it up into a quarterstaff you might like.
Well, I got a hammer right now.
I mean, yeah, but you can never have enough weapons. I'm just gonna tap the 2 swords on my side.
Well, in this
All
case,
right.
I do have my claws.
Yeah, you are never technically weaponless, which is beneficial. So, I'm just gonna like pop up from like sitting down on the ground to immediately on my feet somehow. All right, we ready to go? Let's go.
All right, time to go.
All right.
Okay.
We
looking
all
o-
head out.
Yeah, looking over to Smoggins, I'm like, for one that's always trying to accumulate as many coins as possible, they surely are willing to give them up.
All right. So you guys are headed over towards the lovely Mr.
Fizzlewax?
Fizzlewax. Okay. You make your way, just for brevity's sake, you make your way over to his shop. He is still alive. If there's something you wanted to do specifically, we can do that, but otherwise he is still alive and willing to pay for the contract.
No, just wanted to see that he was alive and we had to complete the contract still.
Okay.
I'm so glad you're alive, you know. I just wanted to make sure your shop didn't get destroyed, nothing happened to you, because you know all the craziness that was yesterday. So glad you're
no,
okay.
No. I'm sure to survive. I won't have a deal with the great Zeta.
Hmm. And just a point of order, do you happen to have a map of the teeth around here?
Yeah, I can get you a map. Let me see. He kind of starts rustling down below. Zeta, here you go. This is a map that I have that I would love for you to have. This way you can find your way back to my heart.
All right. I take the map and hand it to Smog. All right, you seem like you know the navigation bit, so
You have a compass, navigator's tools.
Oh, I got those. I got you.
Do you have oil?
Like oil for? Yeah, I have oil. Yeah, like for I mean, I'm working a lot of things. I got some oil.
And I have some.
I mean, it's not an easy thing to come by. If you give me 5 silver, I'll give you a little bottle of it.
I'll reverse for a second. It's not easy to come by in a city full of automaton.
Well, I mean, you've got to get it the whales. You've got to melt them down into oil.
You don't use vegetable oil? That seems like an easier thing than the whale oil.
How do you make oil from a vegetable?
You press it, cold press.
Oh my God! I think you've revolutionized the industry.
Oh gosh, you shattered teeth people.
We've been slaughtering whales by the hundreds.
No, use your vegetables. Jesus.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get
You
powered speedboat soon. I'm not ready for this.
can I give you 3 silver for a thing of oil?
Sure, here. Now that I know I can get oil from vegetables. I don't need whale oil.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, what seems easier to you? Harvesting a little bit of crops or trying to catch a goddamn whale?
Obviously, the vegetables.
Exactly. Like,
I feel
I
like
don't
this
get
is
why.
something we should have come across decades ago.
I
Why
don't
did
know
we
why.
kill hundreds of whales?
I don't know. I don't know why your shattered teeth people are immediately like whales are the only way to get oil.
This is insanity.
Nature has been lubricated a long time without having to kill off all the whales.
Well, that's not the only thing that'll be lubricated.
On that note, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I will also go.
Right.
As we leave, I will take the, I'm guessing like oil flask.
Yeah.
And I will motion it towards Zyda. Here you go.
And what is? Hold on, you're handing me the oil?
Yes.
What do I need to do with this?
Don't you need that for your guns and machines and junk?
Oh no! I mean, well, I guess back then, like early on, not really, not so much now. But I mean, well, I could set stuff on fire. I mean, I'll take the oil.
Yeah, you never know when you need a little fire. I'm all for that.
I don't know. I don't really have to. Well, not that I don't have to worry about my guns jamming, but I don't really have to load them up. The way that you have your kind of magic stuff, I have my gun. So, but I'll take the oil. That's fine. We can set something on fire later.
Just a quick check-in. How many people's power depend on the magic?
You're just asking this in general to all of us.
Yeah. How many? How much of y'all's power depends on the magic? I just, for edification purposes, want to know if I'm the only non-magic person, and therefore I'm the only one that won't be exhausted in a fight if I suddenly, lose my magic.
Yeah. I only use magic as a means to protect myself against those who use magic.
Okay, so I'm not totally SOL, but both of y'all's things are magic?
I mean, a little, not like, I'm not super dependent on it. Like, I have this, like, as I raise my hand, like, you see, like, this blue kind of crackle of electricity. I have a little bit of everything, but I really love, my guns, as I'm just, like, patting my rifle on my back. That's just my thing. I like tinkering with stuff.
Okay, but the guns aren't reliant on the magic. Like, you could still shoot them even if your magic is exhausted. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't want us to be mid-fight and you be like, oh shit, y'all, I'm out of magic. I can't shoot anymore. Like, if that was a thing, I need to know.
No. As long as I got my gun, we're good. I mean, unless they like incapacitate me, but like, nah. My guns and my magic work, independent of each other. They can work together, but mostly independent.
And your weapon smoke doesn't just disappear if your magic stops. So if like you already summoned the hammer, you could still bring the hammer down even if your magic's gone.
I think.
All right.
Sort of the first time I did it before.
Nothing like live tested. Melon, make a note. Keep an eye on these two to make sure we got them covered in case we need to.
I look at you bizarrely, and I make a note in my grimoire, but it's like my personal section, and I make a note under your name.
I just assume that's all you do in that book is just take notes on everybody and everything because you're always writing notes. This tracks. All right, so healing supplies, normal supplies. Let's get it. Let's get on a ship. GTFO before that Thomas Not Woman finds us.
Well, let's go.
Okay. With that, you guys can make your way back down to, I guess, the docks is the plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You make your way down towards the docks. As you enter down, the city is, especially down by the docks, still very energy filled. There are still people doing their best to get out of the city from yesterday's attacks. There's a variety of peoples there kind of pushing through the docks, pushing through security and the various mercenaries that kind of live and work down here. There is a few ships that are docked still, though a lot of the big kind of caravels and bigger ships are still out at sea. There's only a few kind of transport ships actually docked in port. Looking around, you see, I would say, probably 5 medium-sized ships that are able to actually dock in there. So they hold probably about 12 people, but they're not meant for open sea sailing. To do that, you were looking at some of the bigger ships like skiffs, caravels, and bigger out towards the ocean.
All right, gang. I know we wanted to get healing stuff and supplies. Melon and Zyda, you want to handle that, and I'll take my sailing buddy Smog here and go find us a ship that can get us to where we're going.
Sounds like a plan. All right, healing supplies. Was there anything else we needed to pick up?
I think that maybe we could have some coins contributed to the cost, because I do not have too many.
You should, at the very least, do you remember, have 18 gold, 7 silver, 5 copper.
I do know that.
Okay. Would we know how much some of the healing supplies are going to cost so we can figure out what we need to send them off with?
Yeah. You would know a basic healing potion costs 100 gold.
How about a healer's kit?
Healer's kit? Yeah, let me just look that up. Whatever the standard price is. I don't have it on hand at the moment.
There is some things I would like to have if we can afford it.
5 gold for a healer's kit.
Yeah, 5 gold for a healer's kit.
All right, I'm gonna buy 2 healer's kits for the group. Now, this goes with our rule number 1. What's rule number 1?
Don't die.
Yeah, don't die. Smog, you were asleep for this, so that is rule number 1 of this party. Don't die. Can't get paid if you're dead. Can't enjoy the pay if you're dead. Don't die. We all good with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright,
And I would just make a correction. Healing potion is 50 gold.
Okay, still out of our pressure. I will fully fund 1 healer's kit. I do suggest we have 2 for the group because there's only 4 slots per healer's kit, and I don't know when the next time we're gonna hit Doc to buy something that we don't die with.
I can afford us 1 healing potion.
Well, I think with my part of the gold, we'll go ahead and get 4 of the healing kits and then 1 of the potions if we're in dire need. And then, Smog, what exactly did you need?
If we can get it, I would like 2 bottles of ink, a book with paper in it, loose paper, some rope, a crowbar, a couple tinder boxes.
So you want an adventuring kit, is what you want.
You just need everything.
I mean, let's see, I go ahead and open up my bag. Crowbar, tinder, okay, I mean, I could probably pick up some more rope, but I think I almost got everything. I don't have the pages or ink, but, I have a tinder box and, a crowbar for sure.
So do I. I also have oil and caltrops and rations and tinder boxes and a water skin as well.
Yeah, and I have a full adventuring kit, so like I got ball bearings, bell, caltrops, candle, climber's kit.
We are just already all right. Okay, so we need the healers kits. We need some paper, ink.
Yeah, so I'll do you want to pay for 4 and I'll pick up a 5th healer's kit, or do you just I can pay for 1 and you only have to pay for 3 healers kit?
I can pick up 4. We can pick up a 5th one in case we have to save somebody else. Yeah, God forbid.
Okay. I'll toss you the 5 gold for the 5th healer's
Alright.
kit then.
I go ahead and catch it. All right, so healers kits. All right, Melon, you're picking up a potion, and we will try and find some paper and ink.
In a book. Just the blank one.
All right, cool. So bound book, loose paper, ink. All right.
Okay. For brevity's sake, we're gonna say we gather up all of the inventory we're looking to set out sail with. You all reconvene at the port.
Yeah, and while they're shopping, Smog and I will try and scout out a ship that we don't think is going to sink, that looks like it has a decent crew and is heading in the direction we want to go.
And would I be able to spot, I guess, any familiar like uniforms, flags, or figureheads from using my background as a sailor?
Sure.
And I can also give advantage on that, the help action, because I have a pirate background.
First roll me a perception check, because this is the capital of the brass hold on of the Wanderments.
All right. Would it be with advantage with Killen's help, or just
you can roll
straight?
an advantage just because with
Okay.
Killen helping you out.
I'm assuming you have better perception than me, so I will give the help action wherever possible.
I mean, I have a +3 in perception.
I have
so
a +2.
That is going to be a 22.
Okay. Looking around, a lot of the ships here are flying Wanderman's Assembly flags. You've done enough time down in the teeth that, especially here in the Enclave, it is mostly ships that are working directly for the assembly, so they fly assembly flags. That being said, you do see let me just get up my thing. You see a sloop out in the distance that is not flying a flag, which probably means they're just a freelance, and they aren't representing any particular interests. They have a Wanderman's Assembly flag, like at a small one up to prove that they're friendly, but their main flag is not. There is no main flag being flown. Kiln, you would know that probably means that their flag is not probably welcome here, so they took it down beforehand.
Now, when you say that, do I recognize the name of this ship? I'm just looking on a yes or no if it's a very particular ship.
No, it's not that ship.
Okay, I'm okay with this ship. Yeah, those seem like good people. They'll do what we need them to do.
You see a few caravels, as I've said, which are bigger ships. So I sent you guys the kind of layout in the chat. You see a few caravels, which would be faster, also more expensive, also bigger crews, etc. Besides that, a lot of the ships that fly the assembly flag, you got a few ship of the lines, which are the really massive ships that they use to transport goods and peoples back to the main continents of Exandria, as well as a couple frigates that are in just on the outside ports as well.
I'm gonna be real with the gold we got on hand. That swoop is probably our best bet.
And most likely the bigger ships wouldn't most likely go out of their way for a short stop on one island and then back to here.
No, I can fully guarantee you they have a loaded docket, and if their docket doesn't include our stop, then we probably SOL, and we might get dropped off way far away from where we need to be.
Also,
So
a ship flying the assembly flag is not going to stop at a known host port.
I'm just, spitballing here. How comfortable are you with a group of sailors a little bit more on the grayish side of things?
I mean, they're not going to kill us, were they?
Oh, no. Remember rule number 1, don't die. I won't let them kill us. But my vote would probably be the swoop, so we could actually get where we want to be going. And they might be a little bit more friendly to the place that we need to get dropped off at.
So the sloop then.
What's the name of the sloop?
Sure. Let me see here. Looking at it, it is the Iron Leviathan.
From my time doing completely legal things, would that name ring any sort of bells?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Yeah, that's gonna go well for us because
Or a
we all
history check.
know it's the same thing.
Just saying.
Could I also roll a history check?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, that went better than I thought. 15.
Also a 15.
Okay. You've heard of it. You don't know like any dark, deep details because they work a lot of like they try to remain as impartial, we'll say, between the two factions as possible. So they tend to take kind of transport jobs between the two, smuggling for high-end clientele on either side, back and forth, and it's all kind of like, we know who they are, we know they're pirates, but they're helping me out. And they're kind of in that gray area of moving between the two things to do smuggling work. But for some of the richer people that want something from the other side of the aisle.
So a ship that I'd feel most comfortable on, and that would probably be okay getting us where we're going. That sounds, yeah. Ready to go get our ship, bud? Smacks shell.
Suppose so.
Ahoy there! Permission to come aboard and speak to the captain.
What's happening? I'm sorry, I missed something.
Oh, we're going over
We're
to
going
the
up
ship.
to the ship. Find the
Okay.
captain.
Okay, I'm sorry. I missed a portion of this conversation. So, as I've said, the sloops are too big to come actually dock directly in port. So you have to take a ship, a little boat out to them. But looking around, like Kiln, especially you, would recognize some of the more questionable clientele, we'll say. And there is a small boat that is kind of docked at the port that has, we'll just say, a lizard folk individual kind of seated at it. He's got a bit of tobacco kind of rolled up and sticking out of his gumless, lipless mouth. And you see him kind of dragging on it. He's got that dark green scaled skin, this bright orange mohawk down the side of his head.
Now, in my time of less than legal occupation, would I know of some sort of like a little bit more discreet phrasing or something to like key in another less than legal occupant of the seas that we know we both are on the same dealings?
Do you know Thieves' Camp?
I do not, but I have the pirate background.
Okay.
No matter where I go, people are a little bit afraid of me due to my reputation. Yeah.
Okay. With that being your background, then, I'll say as you kind of are making your way across the dock, you clock the lizard folk clocking you, and there's that small bit of recognition as you approach the dock. He kind of sits up a little bit in his chair.
I'm gonna give him a wink as we approach, and then just kind of like almost squat, crouch down, so that I'm still in the dock, but a little bit more on eye level with him since he's in the boat. Well, hey there. So, how you doing today? I see you have. Are you part of that very well to do and brilliantly managed ship over there, the Iron Leviathan?
Yes, I am a part of that. What can I do for you?
Need a boat.
We might be looking to go somewhere a little bit out of most people's way, but I hear you might be a frequenter of the area, so we were hoping we could pay for a ride.
Well, we frequent many areas. Where exactly is it that you are looking to port?
Looking to get into some Bryn, and I'm not going to say the full name because of where we are. I'm just going to leave it at the first part of the name and hope this nice little lizard folk can pick up what I'm putting down.
How many were you looking to travel with?
Myself and three. This here, Smog, we both have some sailing experience if you do need some help while we're on board. And then we have two compatriots. One who is a genius of mechanics, in case you wouldn't need anything looked at. And another one who is just a plain genius, so, always able to toss them at anything as well. But again, we would be willing to pay for the journey to the destination.
All right. I'm sure the captain will be more than happy to figure out an arrangement.
Yeah, more than happy to speak with them, more than happy to get a drink with them, more than happy to do whatever you and your captain decide is the best approach to this situation.
Well, we have some crew in the town still. They're gathering supplies for us. The ship will hopefully be leaving soon. When did you want to ship out so I can let the captain know?
Yeah, as soon as y'all ready to hit the waves, we're right there ready to go with you.
All right, well, gather your crew and we'll make our way out shortly.
Awesome. I'm Kiln, by the way. Very nice to meet you.
The name's Os.
Os?
Os.
Fantastic to meet you.
That with an S, a Z, two S's.
To OSS.
You kind of look like one of them lizard folk that had spell with an O and TH and call it, say the same thing.
Okay.
He's not frequently traveled, we'll say. He's a little isolated. But an expert of where we're going in case your captain needs any additional, maybe secret info.
Well, I'm sure the captain and yourself will figure something out.
Yeah, I definitely think we will. In the meantime, why don't you have this? And I'm gonna take out just a little since we've encountered the stowaway in session 0, go check out that if you haven't seen it already. I'm strangely very good at carving things. So just a little playful carving. Maybe it's probably like a pair of dice with some more sea piratey motif on it instead of just the regular. I'm these are for you. I hope you enjoy them and have some fun while you're waiting for the rest of your crew to get back.
Thank you, I suppose.
Always happy to share what we have. I'm just gonna Homer Simpson out of this situation.
Okay. All right. As you all begin to gather yourselves and await the return of your crew to make your way out to the Iron Leviathan, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in a couple minutes, do the things, and then we'll get ready for the second half of this episode. See you soon, geeks. Welcome back, everyone. Real quick, Alyssa in the dark redeemed a posture check, everyone. So just make sure you're sitting upright. Get your back stretched. We also got a hydrate or die from Alyssa. For those of you that haven't done it yet, hydrate. Make sure you're drinking whatever it is you're drinking.
This is a hydrating energy drink. It totally counts.
Yeah, same thing. Same.
It's liquid.
Okay.
Fluids.
While they are negotiating this boat ride, Zaida and Melon, was there anything you guys were doing specifically besides getting the shopping done?
No.
Not that I can think of offhand. Like, yeah, we would probably just be heading back to the dock and see
Okay.
if they found a ship yet.
All right, then we'll keep this brief. As you guys make your way back to the ship, Kiln and Smog, in short order, the ship is rejoined by a human man. He's pretty well dressed, leather kind of crop top armor, this like red cape over his left shoulder, long black hair, attractive face. His skin is kind of dark, tanned, like Mediterranean style skin, we'll say. And you see a long kind of cutlass or rapier strapped to his side. Well, hello. My name is Kef. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, Geff, I'm Kiln. Are you who we need to talk to about hiring this magnificent ship that's behind you?
Oh, no, I was just gathering supplies. But what is your name, dear?
Do you, Melon?
My name is Melanie.
Melody, a pleasure. As I've said, my name is Kef, and while I am not the captain, I am more than happy to direct you to wherever you need to go.
Well, we just need a ride really quickly and maybe some negotiations for terms back if needed.
Well, is this all of your crew?
Yep. This is us. We're together lickety-split. We didn't
Sure.
want to delay your ship or your magnificent captain any more than was needful.
Well, I'm sure Captain Kilgrest will be more than happy to meet you all.
I'm sure that they will be. Can we, though, just get to something quickly?
Very
What-
well, join
Right.
us, please, please. Come aboard, come aboard.
He's like, I don't want to commit, but like I look reluctant in my face, but I will look at Kiln, who I just could imagine has the most like kid in the candy shop expression, going back into something that is super familiar and homey. I look, and what does Kiln look like?
I'm just gonna clap you on the shoulder, It's okay, Melon. Remember, don't die. These people tend to have that same first rule. We'll be okay, and it'll be an enjoyable ride. So you'll have fun while you're being paid, which is always the best of two worlds.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Who knows?
Let's go.
I mean, the Kef guy seems like he likes you a little bit.
He seems like too much trouble than he's worth.
Which is always the more fun. I'm just gonna walk after Kef.
Okay, as you all kind of gather onto the small boat, begin to make your way, the salt just spraying up as the ship begins to, as the boat begins to pull away from the dock. The smell of salt air kind of basking across your senses. Kiln, this is heaven. You are back on the seas, as that is all, just a warm embrace, as that fire in your soul that is that adventure spirit that you have of being out on the seas just begins to fill you once more.
I think I unconsciously start like using whatever bench on the little boat I'm sitting on to kind of like start tapping out like a sea shanty.
As that's happening, you see Kiln's hair kind of expand a little bit, and just that wild nature of fire take on, and her hair just begins to flow against the salty sea air. But in short order, you begin to make your way towards the Iron Leviathan. As you approach, go ahead.
On the way to the Iron Leviathan, going through the kind of provisions that Mel and Zaida procured, I would take the book, the blank book, in one of the ink bottles, and as well as one of the healer's kits. Then for the other ink bottle and the loose paper, I would hand that towards Mel.
I reach my hand out. Do you have a certain idea in mind for this?
Oh, you're big into books and stuff. So you need paper and ink, correct?
Well, I do need ink. You are a practical gift giver, aren't you? I like you. And I clap you on your shell. What is a gift that you appreciate, Smog?
Peace and quiet.
Okay, well, see you later. I walk off.
We are on a boat, Melon. You can't go anywhere.
I just walk down. I mean, it's not far. It's like 20 feet, right? Like I walk to the side. You know, we're probably in the starboard side. I walk to the other side. So
Okay. A small boat. You kind of just slide over to the other side of the small bench that is in this boat.
Melon, I think we need to discuss how sometimes when someone answers like that, they ain't trying to be mean and tell you to GTFO. They just try to tell you maybe don't walk around with some symbols and things when they're around. They don't mean immediately leave.
oh, I figured I would give him. We were exchanging gifts. I'm sorry.
You can't go really far. You just slid closer to me is all you did.
Yeah, you two are definitely two handfuls of awkward. All right. This is gonna be fun on a boat. I can tell.
I was hoping for those extra tinder boxes due to the spontaneous baldness Kiln seems to suffer from at times.
Only if I get in the water, and again, it's fine. See, it's back already in its gloriousness.
I mean, Killen, if you, for whatever reason, just saying, I know a little fire spell, just in case you need a little top off.
I just hold out my hand and control flame into my hand.
All right, you got that covered. Never mind. You're good.
So you
Whatever,
like
friend.
being bald sometimes then?
I don't, but I can put my hair back the way I need to myself. I don't need oil. I don't need tender boxes. I can, again, control flame and relight. Actually, it just kind of relights naturally and on its own the next morning. Because, again, I'm going to gesture at myself, the fires Nazi.
The giant wave kind of jumps over the side and just douses the hair on Killen's head.
Control flame.
There you go.
So yesterday after the fight you were just tired and depressed then?
Very tired, very much bleeding, you know. Being bald was very low on my priority list at that moment.
Yeah, bleeding out, that's one hell of a problem to have. So, I get the priorities there.
Priority 1 was making sure y'all don't die. Priority 2 was making sure I don't die. Priority 3 was sleep. Priority 4 was hair.
For someone I've never seen write anything down, you sure have a lot of list.
You ain't need to write things down if you just remember them.
But that's how you forget things. You can never go back. And then you
And-
don't know exactly what you saw or what you
And
remember.
if you forgot it and you didn't die from forgetting it, then you didn't need to know it.
And that's why I asked for a book.
At least you get that, Smog.
I mean, these guys,
Just
these guys get it.
the shit that we need to get to.
Like, Austin, you get it. You don't need to be like writing everything down and shit. And neither does Kef, I bet. Like y'all don't need to do that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
We definitely give you your book and loose paper, by the way, if we didn't say that already.
to be fair, y'all, I'm kind of getting up there in age, and I gotta write shit down.
I just void stare for a split second about the fact that I have joined myself to a party of people who ride on bucks.
We're just list people. We gotta write it down.
Ah, off the cuff. Let's do this.
It's my class, okay?
Okay. In short order, the boat kind of pulls up alongside of the ship, and looking as you approach, you can see another two people on the deck of the ship you're approaching. You see a human woman, long, dark brown hair, the tricorn cap made of either a very worn felt or leather, you can't really tell. She's got this long sleeveless jacket of dark brown. She's got these bright reds underneath with a bit of bright blue pants. On her chest, you see this leather strap with a few pistols kind of tucked into it. And you get the sense that that's probably Captain Kilgrest. Next to her, you see a long dog-faced individual, this grayish brown fur with this stripe of white down the center like a mohawk, very similar to what Oz has, but just of fur and not specifically cut out, just kind of the way that their fur has been growing. You see they're wearing just this, they don't have a top on, and it's just this big necklace full of teeth, as you can see it, of various species. A few kind of big, more exotic teeth, like shark's teeth. There's a couple of big fangs, and then there's a few smaller teeth kind of sprinkled throughout the mix, which probably belong to more humanoid or sentient creatures. But yeah, as the boat docks up next to the ship, the rope ladder's kind of thrown down. Kef makes their way up first, and you see him have a brief conversation with the captain as Oz is sitting down on the boat, holding the rope down, allowing you all to traverse your way up to the ship proper.
Ahoy, Captain. Permission to come aboard?
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. What permission granted? Welcome aboard.
And I'm up the rope like a monkey. Like, instantly up and on the deck.
I also go up the rope, and as soon as I'm on deck, I, just out of habit, I'm starting to like look around and see like how secure everything looks, like the knots and the ropes and everything. See if something needs to be touched upon or improved.
Okay. First and foremost, as you look around, you see curled up in the front this massive creature. It's got what looks like eagle claws for its front legs, lion's paws for its back, this big eagle head with these giant wings that are kind of tucked across in front of it, as there is just a griffin sleeping up in the front. As you all make your way up on deck, you see its eye open and start to clock each of you as you come aboard.
And I'll help Melon and Zyda up after I'm like instantly appear on the deck. No.
As you're looking at the knots and stuff like that, everything seems to be in order. Nothing is set to a way that would cause you concern, we'll say, but you would feel comfortable enough making your way over and starting to adjust some of the riggings if that's what you wanted to do.
Actually, how far away would you say that I would be from the Griffin once it's on the deck?
Coming up,
Yeah.
I would say you would be approximately 30 feet, 30-ish feet.
Okay. I would like to get 10 feet closer to the griffin.
Okay.
And for the first time, use my invocation to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Once that's active, to the griffin, I would like to ask it, are they treating you well enough?
Point of order for our viewers, I typically count monstrosities, specifically ones that are basically animals in the D&D world, like owlbears, griffins, the like, as just animals as far as the spell Speak with Animals are called. So, as you cast Speak with Animals, you see its eye kind of like shift towards you, Smog. Fuck you.
Always hated birds. I just kind of mutter to myself.
I think internally I am like, externally after helping Melon and Zyda up onto deck, I'm just gonna like do an overly like exaggerated bow and be like, thank you so much for allowing us on your ship, Captain Killcrest. I hope we can provide monetary compensation for a drop off.
Well, I've been told that you're coming aboard to go to a specific island in the words that I can't find. The key, from what I understand.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be straight with you, right? Your folks seem like my previous occupations folk. We're heading towards Bryn Mawr Key, and we know that y'all are likely amenable to dropping us off there, so we don't have to be circuitous in our route.
Well, we would be more than happy to transport you to the location. Kiln, was it?
Yes.
Well, first and foremost, you can call me Aisha while you're aboard my ship. I would be very glad to transport you to the place that you seek. And from what I understand, you have some experience on the ship.
Yes, myself and Smog are former sailors.
Of course, of the sailors, as we all are.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a wink. The same wink I gave Asa.
Of course, that's the most honorable profession of sailors.
Yeah, super honorable, magnificent, and always on this side of legal.
Yes, of course, we would do nothing of the sort. If anything, untoward towards the status quo, we'll say.
You know, ain't being paid for it, ain't doing it.
Well, that being said, if you're willing to help, get us there, we'll say, how about 20 gold for the trip? We will obviously have to make sure our papers are in order, which is the reason for the elevated price, we'll say.
Yeah, let me make sure that our party is good with that, but I think we can help y'all out, get you there a little quicker, and we might have a return job for you if you're looking for a little additional monetary incentive.
Well, I never make a one-way trip without an idea of how to get back. That being said,
I knew
I'm
you
sure
were
we
a
can
smart
figure something
captain.
out. You look like a smart sailor.
Yeah. Yep, totally smart sailor. But let me is there anything you need currently, or can I just make sure that the non seafarers are okay because they
Hey,
might
you-
be a little bit land loving.
Why don't you go check on your friends, and when you're ready, you can come and find me, and we will set off.
Yeah, I will do, Captain Aisha. Thanks so much for your time, and I'm just gonna,
Please,
as I
just
have
Aisha.
awkwardly.
just
Oh.
Aisha.
I would never drop your honor for it. Honor. Kayla's having a hard time saying this word. Honorifics. You earn those. So I will call you Aisha, but I will keep the captain. Because I want to make sure you're showing the proper respect.
Whatever you wish, Miss Kiln.
They just killed. I haven't been in this for a real long time, and I'm gonna Homer Simpson out of that situation because again, Kiln does not know how to leave conversation.
Just moonwalks back.
And go check on the party. All right, so it seems like they're good. Put in a little work while we're on the seas. They are asking for 20 gold. Now, I know y'all like, but Kiln, you were a great negotiator before. I'm gonna be real, all that was pure ass luck. So I'm gonna need some of that, do some of that talking. To maybe drop the price a little bit.
I don't do too much talking, but I guess I can talk with this, and I hold out 10 gold.
Talked to plenty of suppliers and stuff when I've stopped in towns and ports and the like.
Yeah, so like, if you can do that, but if you're gonna go do that, I'm gonna send Zyda with you, just to help smooth things over on the off chance it's needed.
I mean, all right. Do we? Okay, just hypothetically speaking, do we have enough gold to get there and to get back?
Look, I'm gonna be real with you, right? They're asking for 20 gold there. So we got
So for 40 gold, because
yeah.
we used some of it.
That's assuming the same price there is the same price we get on the way back.
Melanie, are you raising your hand?
Melanie is raising. I am raising my hand.
Dear
I-
Jesus.
I work a lot, and I send a lot of gold home for my family. But I'm willing to put the gold for it if we all, make sure to chip in back to me somehow.
I mean, think maybe I can save us some gold. Let me go talk to Captain. Perhaps I can mend some of their wares. Looking around the ship, like any kind of weapon that they have, does it look a little busted?
Roll investigation check for me.
That's not bad.
It's 15.
Okay. With a 15, you see they have cannons. Obviously, there's about 4 cannons, 2 in the front and 2 in the rear, that are angled to kind of give different covers of fire. With the 15, you see a little bit of wear and tear. There's some rust kind of building up on the outside of the iron of these cannons. They don't look particularly used often, but there is some signs of wear and tear on them. Kind of looking around, you're getting a little bit of a sense that this ship doesn't see a ton of combat, whether that be because of the captain's expert negotiations or the ship's ability to avoid combat. You can't really tell from this moment, but there's not a ton of damage to the hull of the ship. Little bit of disrepair to the cannons, and a lot of the iron that makes up the riggings and stuff. You see wear and tear maybe a little bit on the side where you could do something to bring it back up to like brand new status, but nothing is striking you as like that needs to be fixed ASAP.
And I'm gonna be real. These kinds of people, right? The more we can throw in offerings that they don't have on their crew, the lower the price we can. I can't do the talking thing because again, last time was pure luck. I don't know why any of y'all let me do it, but you did. But these kind of folk, right? This captain, you don't get to be a captain this long on a ship with these proclivities without being prepared. So some repairs might be offered, but also probably don't have magic on their crew, so maybe some magic things we can offer. I've already offered Smog and I services for the sailing part, because no offense, y'all have some land legs still in that regard.
Yeah, that's true. All right, you know what, Smog? Let's go talk to the captain and see if we can maybe afford a trip there and back.
I do put the gold in your hand, the 10 gold.
And I'll also
Okay.
palm you another set of just carved dice.
I go ahead and I take those in my hand and then walk towards the captain.
As will I.
Okay. Yes, what can I do for you?
Smog, are you doing the talking or am I?
Oh, is this a,
Oh.
a thing you're preparing to come and swindle me or something?
Do you want to be swindled? I mean, it's kind of a
Uh,
weird take, but
What are you offering?
Work.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, why would we swindle you? You seem like
It is very
nice
weird.
enough.
They come up, the pair of you, and then he's like, are you doing the talking or am I doing the talking? What is, I don't understand.
They're
Could
just
you lower-
very bad at social interactions.
It seems to be a
Yeah.
common theme throughout the entirety of you all.
Could you lower the
alright.
price a little bit?
Roll me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
That's disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, you're supposed to be helping. What are you there for?
I speak very plain and direct.
It's broken right now. Come back in a minute.
That is 8.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
love to lower the price. How does 20 gold sound?
That's the same price as before.
No, this is a wonderful deal where I don't stab you.
Melon, this seems like it's going really well. It looks like that negotiation.
Smog, hold on a minute. Captain, Gilchrist, let's start over.
Okay.
We would love to pay you.
I would love for you to pay me as well.
And you know what? Here's the offer. How about we do 15 gold to our destination and 15 gold back on top of any mechanical repairs that you might need?
What kind of mechanical repairs can you do?
Well, I am an artificer, a battlesmith to be precise. It seems that you guys do very well on your own, though, because there's not a whole lot of wear and tear, but I could definitely update some things.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh,
check.
I've also lived on oats all my life.
Okay.
Natural 20.
What kind of upgrades could you do?
Well, I can take a look at all of the weaponry you have, individual, and any of the cannons attached to the ship. I saw the 2 in the rear and the 2 up front. Everything looks all right. Maybe a little rusty. I don't know if y'all don't really use it that often. Really, anything that you could probably get back there, like kind of pointing back to like the island, I can do it here.
Very well. I think we can agree on 15 for the 30 gold for the there and back trip, and a little bit of labor, sweat equity, if you will, from your group.
Seems
Well,
fair.
now that seems very fair. And we'll go ahead and pay you the 15 gold now for getting us there, and when we start to head back and get home, we'll give you the other 15.
I would very much appreciate that.
Yeah, I go ahead and bag up the 15 gold and hand it over to the captain.
She kind of juggles it in her hand for a minute before kind of tucking it down into her waistcoat. Well, are we ready to ship out, or is there anything you have to do left in the city?
Don't think
I
we have
think
anything.
we're good. Yeah. Melon, Kiln, anything else we need to get done?
I just want to get off this island before something else blows up.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm sitting down, to no surprise, in my book, updating my page about griffins, and writing down some notes and some little doodles.
Sure. You see the griffin kind of still laying there. It eyes you watching it, Melon, but just is too tired or lazy to do anything about it. As his eyes kind of shift back closed, and just his mouth gapes a little bit. Its tongue begins to hang out of its mouth.
Oh.
Now that you are our official patrons of the Ein Leviathan, my name is Captain Aisha Kilgrest. You have already met my one man, us. She points over towards the lizard folk. This is Ernot. She points over to the Knoll individual. My second in command, Keth. She points over towards Keth that you've already met, and of course, Brightclaw. And she points over towards the griffin. I would avoid Brightclaw. She tends to bite. But if you need anything, either Kef or us would be more than happy to get it for you. Or not, I would suggest leaving it alone. They have their own work to do. Don't bother them.
Red Claw seems to have a bit of an attitude.
As I've said, Brightclaw bites. He is not one to be messed with.
All
Attitude.
right. Leave
Let's
the
see.
griffin
Verbally.
alone.
Physically.
Are griffins like common in Exandria?
They're relatively common. They're an exotic animal, but they're
Okay.
like it wouldn't be unusual to see them in random places.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just start looking at the cannons immediately, just to
Sure.
kind of get started on some work.
Okay. In short order, the ship is the sails are dropped in the ship. The mast is kind of realigned, and the ship begins to make its way out, heading off to begin the adventure towards the Brasshold Enclave. Nope, to be heading towards the place you're going that I can't remember.
Primary
The Grave Caller's at all. That's what I said. That's what I said, guys. I'm really good at this game. Okay. Roll me.
I was pretty sure we're heading towards Bryn Moraki,
Yeah.
not the capital.
I have too many notes.
For 20 gold. Wow, that's a deal.
Shut up, Pooh. I hate this game.
No.
Why can't I find what I'm looking for? All right. I'm like, I start doing something and it's the wrong thing I'm doing. Where are you guys headed? Help me out.
Bryn
Bryn Mawr.
Key.
Yeah.
Brian Morrow.
Yeah. Brian Marvel. Something
That
like that.
word phrase.
Whatever.
Yep.
Look, I'm in an accent. It's gonna come out funny.
All right. Sorry about that.
Brian Marvel.
Okay. As the ship begin to head out, Smog, I'm sending you a link. Let me get a sec. Let us change our music as we are shipping off. The ship begins to pull out onto the open ocean proper as the sounds and the smells of open sea begins to wash over the deck. There's seagulls and various island birds beginning to fly overhead. A couple of them landing on the very top of the ship. There is just this open sense of adventure kind of folding out in front of you all. As the late afternoon of the day is beginning to take hold, the sun lowering off to the west, beginning to cast an orange glow across the sky as the Iron Leviathan is snaking its way through the Shadow Teeth towards its next destination. We find ourselves accomplishing various shops of the ship. Kiln and Smog, both of you go ahead and roll checks for me as you are attempting to assist in the travel of the ship.
What would I roll? Would that be more like strength?
What skill do you think you are adapting to this moment?
I'm just putting hard athletics labor into it, helping where I can, getting out of the way, knowing that they're crew that knows what the heck they're doing together, and then getting in where it looks like they need a little extra assistance.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would also say the same, like very like manual kind of improvements and labor and such on the ship.
All right, perfect. Go ahead and both of you roll me athletic checks.
Now, I have a question. I do have proficiency in water vehicles. Does that give me advantage?
Yeah. I'll say yeah. Go ahead and take advantage for that.
Okay.
And yes, my rules for proficiency with vehicles changes depending on how I feel in the moment. Suck it.
So that is, that's 22.
Okay. And a 15 for me.
All right, perfect. Kiln, you are like without words falling into the heartbeat of this ship. You are grabbing ropes where they need to be grabbed, and like you're just instantly falling into a rhythm with this crew as you are vibing and instantly finding a place here that you are able to be useful. Smog, you're still useful, but you're finding a little bit more sluggish to find a rhythm here, but you are proving yourself useful in the moments. Like you're being where you need to be, but there's just a half second of like there's a brief moment of like people are expecting something, and then you're there, but it's not seamless. There's not that fluid nature to it that Killen is having in this moment. Zaita, go ahead and roll me a Tinkerous check as you are taking a look at the cannons.
Seven.
Okay.
Not plus your proficiency or intelligence.
Just kidding. That makes it 11.
It's like Tinker's
What?
tears.
Just kidding. I can math. I remember numbers.
Math is hard, guys. With an 11, you begin to work some of the rust off the cannons. You're not able to do a whole lot besides that. It's you're getting a lot of that like cosmetic work done, especially for the outside of the cannons. Like removing the rust is basically just cosmetic at this point. You do begin to start to remove a little bit of the rust from the inside of the cannon to help with the, you know, the shooting mechanisms of cannons. But at the end of the day, it's a smooth bore device. It is not exactly, you know, you're not doing a whole lot to improve them in this moment. Anything Melon wanted to do?
I am deciding whether or not, even though, you know, this is the type of creature that, you know, I would necessarily hunt, right? But not all things hunted, right, can't be, just as because it is hunted doesn't mean it can't be adored, right? Or be a companion, right, on a ship. She's going to try to make friends with the griffin by stealing some food if I can, and trying to, you know, give it to the griffin, which is lazily laying about.
Okay. I'm going to say first, roll me a sleight of hand check to try and procure some food, unless you want to just take it from your own stock.
I mean, I've rationed, so I can, you know, just, yeah,
Okay.
do that.
All right, easy enough. You're able to produce a little bit of ration, and with your monster hunter background, you would have an idea of what a griffin might like. Roll me an animal handling check.
Yep, and that's a wisdom, and since monstrosities are in my grimoire and I am proficient, I get to add another 4.
Sweet.
Uh-oh, that's gonna fall off the table. Oh, awesome. That's gonna be 19.
19. Okay. Describe to me what it looks like as you're trying to feed Bright Claw this little bit of ration.
Yeah, so I think I come up hesitant at first, and then I remember some of the things that I've written in my book, and so have the monsters hummers that have taught me years before I became confident in stepping into my own, and confidence was actually something that hit me because it's something that also the griffins seem to like recognize and be more comfortable around, right? If you're scared, they get a little more antsy. So I confidently step about, you know, like as someone who's supposed to be there and giving this food and hand it out like I'm not afraid to be bitten.
As you lower the food, you see Bright Claw, its eye open up. The entire time you've been on the ship, which is probably at this point, probably coming up on 3 hours, Bright Claw has not moved at all. It is just laid there at the front of the ship, sleeping. Its eyes, as you approach, you see the nose kind of move a little bit. Smells the food. Its eye kind of opens up as the head rises a little bit, looks up towards you. One of the taloned claws lift up and stretch out, just grabs hold of the ration and pulls it towards his face, and just starts biting and chewing on it. as its head is still laid down on one of its own arms. This looks like a pretty fucking lazy griffin.
Yeah, I will maybe sneak a little pat and then I'm gone.
All right, roll me another animal handling check, but at disadvantage because you're actually touching it.
That's fine. Okay, that's not bad for a first one. All right, okay, 16.
Okay, with a 16, you get a hand on it. You see its eye shift instantly as there's contact, and you, having a good enough sense and understanding the way animals behave, give enough contact that you are able to convey a little bit of that energy you're looking to transfer before you remove your hand from Bright Claw before she gets too upset.
Enjoy, and I will scurry away.
Okay. That being said, if there's nothing else you guys would like to do for the rest of the day, we can move on to evening activities.
I'm just I think at some point while being seamless with the crew during the day, I just start like whistling a sea shanty just like out of habit.
Okay. Very quickly, as you begin to kick up a tune, you hear Keth and Os kind of start to join you in the song. For a moment, you think you hear Ernot join in as well, but their voice is so horribly off key that they quickly stop themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You get the sense he's a little self-conscious about his singing voice.
No.
I think I'll use that when there's a lull, I'll just go in not super close to Ernot because I want to respect that we were told to kind of leave Ernot to their own devices. We're just close enough to be like, I want you to not be afraid to join us. I'm gonna be honest, Nellen can't sing either, but I would rather they join in if they would like to, because this is about keeping the rhythm together, not how musical. None of us are bards. Who gives a shit about a bard? Yeah, blah. But get them out of here. The sea shanty is just camaraderie and timing together. And you look like an expert sailor, so I don't want you to feel like you can't join in if you want to.
I wish I had the stage.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want, like, follow your heart, Ernot. Kill him, Ernot, right? What's your name?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, do what makes you happy. And, hey, as I tell Melon, rule number 2, because rule number 1 is don't die, rule number 2 is if they don't pay you for it and they don't like it, fuck them. So, sing as loud as you want. I'm just gonna Homer Simpson out of the conversation and back to whatever.
Oh god. All right. Yeah. So as the sky darkens, you see the crew kind of begin to tie off the moorings and get the sails set up. You see Kef kind of make his way up to take command of the helm for the overnight shift, and things begin to quiet down across the entirety of the deck. As Aisha steps down from actually captaining the ship, she moves her way over, kind of taking a position on the open deck of the ship, joining all of you as well as Ernat and As. Well, what is the plan here? Do we want to enjoy the evening together, or did you want to just shove off for the evening?
I mean, there ain't no reason we can't enjoy it together. We're all working together towards a destination.
Well, would you care to join me in my quarters and we can have a conversation on a little more intimate nature?
I think I'm not processing what she's dropping fully in the moment, and I'm about to be like, yeah, we all can. And then like I pause and I'm like, yeah, we can go do that. And we will rejoin you later for dinner. I'm just gonna walk on in whatever direction the captain tells me to.
She opens her door and makes her way inside. Taking off her jacket, she kind of hangs it up on a bit of wood that protrudes out, and you get the sense that this is probably her coat rack. She motions for all of you to join her in the inside, and this is her private quarters, but it is pretty spacious. There is a large enough table there, and you get the sense that she brings in her crew to have most dinners here, as the chairs are well worn, and the entire of the space seems like this is a more communal operating area, but technically is her quarters.
It's a small enough ship that can double duty.
Yep. She brings out some dried meats, some vegetables, begins to set them out on the table, and begins to pour a bit of ale for a lot of you, and sets them out. So, now that we are on the open seas, what exactly is bringing you to your destination?
I mean,
Work.
what brings any of us out? Got paid for a thing, go and complete it, and then figure out the heck to do from there.
Very well. I won't pry if you're not willing to share.
Just go buy this because I'm too chicken shit to go over there and bring it back to me kind of deal. You know how the people on the Wonderman's Islands are.
Yes, the assembly does tend to hire outsiders to run the errands for them.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, we would never. But I'm gonna pay you this gold to do the thing.
Unfortunately, they pay as well, so they are able to hire as many as they like.
Yeah, gotta get the gold from them where you can.
Where do you all hail from?
Oh, so we're talking about where we're from. Oh, well, I don't know about all you fine folks. Originally I am from Wildmount.
I've not been there in many years.
You and I both. Haven't been there in a while.
I think you see a flash of blue in Killen's eye, and then in my eye, and I go, well, I'm from all over the place, but most recently I was with the Surak Shield Guards in Bissaf Port.
Bissaf? Can't say I've ever been there before.
I mean, if you need mercenaries and you need a friendly port call in that area, definitely check it out.
I've avoided that area, to be sure.
Master Kador is real great if you need some jobs for some gold. He's a good one.
Well, I grew up in Damali.
Damali, you don't say?
A lot of rats.
Marquette.
Marquette. I'm from Marquette.
From little backwater village north of Arawadi.
Ah, Wade. I grew up in the city, and eventually I found my way up to the ocean, and I fell in love. Never looked back.
With the ocean or with someone in particular, a ship?
The
Because
ocean.
I used that. Yeah, I was like, you need to never know with us seafaring folk.
Kiln, speaking of falling in love, when is the last time you've been to Doctor?
I think you see that flash of blue in my eye for a second again. I haven't been anywhere in there in quite a while. Like I said, I've been with the Surak Shield Guards the last year, so I haven't stepped foot on a gray ship in about a year.
Have you paid respects to the Queen?
I mean, I haven't been flying under that flag for about a year. I haven't needed to go make nice with the new. I think at this point, I'm coming to the realization I can't dance around the word anymore because Dark Toe already got tossed out, and I'm just be like, Pirate Queen. But I did hear that there is a new one runabouts in the waters. So if I ever has cause to port in Dark Toe again, I will be sure to pay my respects.
If you are planning on doing any work on the sea, I would strongly encourage it.
Yeah. I'm mostly just going port to port at the moment, but if I spend any long term on the sea, I'll be sure to make sure that all is well. And I think you could see just how like the longer this conversation is going on, the like degree of uncomfortableness that is coming across Guild.
So, I'm not particularly of the seafaring variety. Is this new Pirate Queen well received?
Yeah, and she has the sea well in hand as well. Like if I was still of the gray variety of entrepreneurship, I would be very happy to have her as the new pirate queen, but not my occupation anymore. But yeah, I mean she's fair. Seems fair to me, right? Seems fair to you, Captain Aisha.
Very fair.
Can I insight check on Captain Aisha?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
I want to see if she's full of shit. Natural 1 for a 2?
Yeah, she's obviously very, very forthcoming with her feelings and opinions.
I just kind of look at the captain. I guess I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I don't really know about the whole politics of the sea, I guess. If there's somehow whatever way y'all refer to it as.
Well, if you're not seeing to take up a career on the seas, then I wouldn't concern ourselves with it, but just a warning to you, Kiln. If you do decide to resume previous careers, make sure you pay your taxes.
Of course, I would not ever think about not paying the pirate queen her proper respects. You don't have a job long in that kind of career if you don't.
They say the sea eats her enemies now.
Yep, I've heard a few of those tales. Don't want to try fate and see which of them are real and which ones are a little bit of a tall sea shanty tale.
I concur.
Does this queen have a name?
Lady Morgan is her name.
Okay, well, I guess if we ever are near Lady Morgan, we'll, I guess, have a visit.
I wouldn't call it a visit so much as sending respects.
Fealty and some such.
Think of it less as fealty as more of taxes.
There's
I mean,
one
you
thing
say
that
taxes. Is it quite expensive?
I mean, honestly, I'd rather pay taxes to the Pirate Queen than the Wondermans. So
They pay me, so I just happen to do work.
So there's talk of strange ocean waves devouring stuff with the queen. Has there been any talk about strange wind?
strange winds?
Yeah.
Not that I've heard of.
I mean, what do you mean by strange winds? Like,
Smog, I think you see me try to catch your eye and be like,
Just estimated hunch about something, but if you don't know, you don't know.
okay, I guess I'll know what I need to know. Fair. Captain Aisha, so how long have you had the crew for the Iron Leviathan?
We've been together for maybe 10 years now.
Okay, that is quite a bit of time.
all the best captains do live as long as they do under the fealty of the Pirate Queen. I knew Captain Aisha was a smart one.
Kiln, you would know her ship is called the Siren Song.
Captain Aisha's or Captain Morgan?
Morgan.
You made Queen's name Morgan. Lady Morgan. I can't, not Captain Morgan, Lady Morgan.
Huh? What?
It's because if the Pirate Queen is named Morgan and they have a ship, technically their name is Captain Morgan.
Oh my god, I hate you so much.
Your name?
Listen, I didn't make up this character.
Is
I
it
love
so-
stuff. I would love
Blame
someone for
Yuri.
exclusive rum.
It is a pirate
This is
queen.
Yuri's character.
Please let her sell rum on the side.
I hate you.
That
all.
would be fantastic. Is this a canonic character, or
yes,
is this someone?
if you watch season 1, this is Yuri's character, Morgan.
I'm
that's
gonna
great.
guarantee you this has been a long laid joke that finally got released.
Absolutely. That's super. That's so great.
They carry around a small cask to put their foot upon.
You're done. You're done.
Okay, so Lady Morgan's ship is called the Siren's Call.
Siren Song.
Song.
It's
Siren's
not.
Song.
It's just Siren Song. It's not the.
Okay. Now that the joke is out of my head. Yeah, and I think I'm instantly, as we're like going through the meal, and once it starts like wrapping down, going into what I know a pirate crew would like to do in their downtime, like dice or cards or whatever it might be, to kind of just like keep whatever their normal flow is going and further avoid any awkward conversations that I do not want to be a part of.
Okay. All right. Well, as dinner is served, you guys kind of enjoy your meal and then begin to head out. And the sun is completely set at this point, as Kef is keeping the ship on track, is essentially his duties throughout the night. The rest of the crew begins to make their way down. You all are able to shortly follow. There are hammocks downstairs for you to kind of take rest in, or you can stay up, or, well, the evening is yours at this point, as most of the duties for the day, a day on the ship has been completed at this point.
I think I'm just gonna hang out on deck for a little bit and just get in a way out of the, like, somewhere out of the way of whatever crew might be up, and just take a little scrap piece of wood from my pack and just start carving a little griffin.
Okay. As the crew makes their way below deck, you see Brightclaw kind of start to rise up as the sun is now officially set and the air is cooled off. They stretch their wings out, just fly up, and perch up in the raven's nest. And you see them kind of begin to take vigil up there as they are scanning around in the horizon.
I'll also be up for a bit. I'll initially go towards the side of the ship, noticing Brightclaw kind of perched up above. I'll give kind of like a sneer towards them before I go to the side and kind of look out into the water, see if there's anything like swimming by.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Go with you. I haven't rolled you all night. That is a 22.
22. Okay. In the night, you see kind of catching bits of the wake. You see this group of pod of fish-like creatures kind of riding against the waves of your ship, and you see a bit of bioluminescence kind of shining through the night into the ocean as whatever these creatures are giving off this bit of glow. You've seen these before, though the name is evading you, but you know that they're relatively not hostile, as just the cool air of the night sea is just washing across your skin. The sky above, you see just an open swath of stars that are reflected against the sea below you. And as you're just sitting here in this moment, the quiet taking over of this, just the open sea air, just the faint bits of swishing from the water below. You have a moment of peace that you haven't had in some time.
I think I'm gonna let Smog have like a bit by themselves doing the stare into the water, and then at some point, like a couple hours after you come on deck, I'm gonna make my way over and just like, not right next to you, but close enough where we can talk without like being too loud, like lean on the railings, still carving. Hey Smog, were you asking about the air primordial for a reason?
When I was asleep, the genie that I have a deal with, he told me that the wind was going to reclaim their place. I don't know how exactly.
I mean, it's probably similar to the others, right? The fire primordial got released. Seems like probably the water primordial did, or is at least in some capacity controlled. And the earth primordial's shaking around. If you're saying what I think you're saying, and that your little genie friend is angling for the air primordial to be released too, I think it probably will follow the same kind of shakeouts. And I may know a little bit, and I think at that you see like an uncomfortable shift and that same blue flash in the eyes. A little bit about fire primordial. So I might understand your situation a little more than most folk.
Fear wants me to help in some regard. I don't know how, though. And think I'm a little uneasy, not knowing exactly what he might want me to do.
On to that uneasy. Folks following them blindly causes a lot more problems than it solves. But I also think they get a little bit of a bad. I think it's a little presumptive of gods to declare themselves as such after kicking out the people who were here first.
I turn my head and look more directly to you. My left knee is worse after a bad fall. And I see worse out of my right eye than I do my left. And I'm not the fastest thing on two legs. Showing you this because depending on the way things play out, if Saphir has me do something against a lot of you, you at least have something, a little edge against me if you have to put me down.
And I think at that, I move a little bit closer and kind of angle towards you, but still out to the ocean so no one on the ship can see. And I pull the top of the leather splint armor I always seem to be wearing every time you see me, no matter if we're on duty or off duty, just down a little bit, and you see this massive, like, whole scar that just looks like roiling flame, where like everything else besides some scarring that you've seen on me has been like that overly burnt gray, almost white ash. Believe me, I know how fickle the primordials and those around them can be, but I think you're in good hands. We'll keep an eye on how things go. How about that?
I also can't really turn away if there's some gambling involved. I'm just rattling off my bad vices at this point.
Well, on that note, Smog, come on, let's go see if the party wants to do a little nighttime gambling before we crash out.
Okay. What is Melon and Zyta doing as the other half of your team is up above deck?
Well, Melanie, I have been laying down in my designated bunk, and for the last hour or so, I have just laying stilly in consciousness not there, because I am currently seeing through the eyes of Zemi, the owl that's flying ahead over the ship, just taking it all in. It seems to be, at least to me, more comfortable than just laying and trying to get to sleep. So I'll continue doing that.
And I think for myself, I would probably be going through bits of my equipment, like just checking the runes, making sure that all of my artificer equipment is good to go in case we happen to run into something.
Okay. Well, as you two are doing that, Kiln and Smog, you make your way downstairs and come across your other two associates.
Hey, anyone up for some gambling? I hear a certain Smog is down to roll some dice, and we are stuck here for a good long while.
I mean, I'm up for it, but Smog, you kind of have some shit luck. Just saying. Well, I mean, the first time that we were hanging out, some dude with cards asked if we like gambling. We did. So we pulled some cards and everything, I guess, seemed okay until Smog pulled one that just got rid of all of his stuff.
Wait, y'all had a stowaway too?
Stowaway?
No,
we were at a
We
bar.
were out at the bar.
Oh, wait. Green cloak, really weird long ears, overly red hair.
Yes!
We had a stowaway on our ship that did the same thing. Now I can do this, and I pull out the carved griffin.
Do we all have cards?
And also, and this, and I say something in deep speech.
I know what you said from one of the cards I drew. Well, one of the 4 cards I drew.
Looks I am the
Drew 4?
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how I lost all my stuff, well, most of my stuff.
Well, dang, yeah, you got shit back.
I love that. I drew 0.
Don't worry, I pulled 3, Smog pulls 4. Oh yeah. Is it the end of the day yet?
Yeah,
It's been full day.
Well, you guys just haven't slept yet. We're in nighttime officially.
Okay. I think just for narrative sake, this would be really funny. Oh shit. As part of one of my cards, I haven't transformed today. Let me look at the thing really quick. Let me look at the card that I pulled. Would you like to roll this, or do you want me to roll it?
You roll it. You just roll
Alright,
it. It's fine.
it's 1d4. For a spicy 1 damage. As you guys see me just very uncomfortably shift and just kind of grab my forehead. Oh, okay. This is kind of a drawback. It's not really good. and I go ahead and pull out the 2 cards that I have. Well, I pulled 3. One of them kind of just disappeared into the ether, magic, whatever. That one was concerning. Nothing happened. There was the devil on the card, but nothing happened. So,
Y'all have really bad. I pulled 2, both did disappear. But now I can do this and I just like start randomly, weirdly on beat drumming on a nearby piece. And also I'm good at tools, all of them. And I'll say something in deep speech again.
is that
Well,
is that language?
Yeah, I did not know it before.
well, I can speak all languages. I can read all languages. I can also touch someone and do a spell that does the same thing. Seemingly just at will, just all the time. I can also take a gamble on if I do something. I have like a free luck that I can do. I'm now also resistant to fire, and I can also touch someone and help get them up or revive them if they have been dead long.
What I'm getting from this conversation is out of the 4 cards you pulled from the stowaway weirdo, only one of them was bad because you lost everything that you had.
Pretty much.
And you say I have bad.
Yeah, that sounds really good luck to me.
You did lose all of your shit, literally. So,
But now I can talk and speak and read everything.
okay, so you've become more knowledgeable and less material. Great.
I can call you a bitch in more than 10 languages.
Honestly, that's kind of funny.
I honestly want to spend a portion of this trip learning from you just that word and as many languages as I can.
Just all of them.
Amazing. Okay. Well, if there's nothing specific you guys would like to do on this the evening, eventually you all begin to drift off to sleep. Does anyone stay up for watch?
If the crew needs the help, I'll take a shift.
Same.
They aren't asking for help. And Kef is between him and Brightclaw, it seems like this is their usual routine. So you don't need to, but if anyone wanted to, you could
Throw in a shift
Sure.
just to help out.
Same. Since I have the proficiency.
Sure. Together or separate?
I mean, I have +3.
I have a +2. So.
Do you want to take your shifts at the same time or 2 different shifts? Because you can only really stay up for like 2 hours max.
Yeah.
To be able to get a full rest. So did you want to do it together or separate?
I'll take like the shift right before like sunrise. So like the false dawn.
Sure. What about
I'll do maybe the inverse of like my first 2 hours of long rest would be my watch and then rest.
All right. Smog, then I need you to go ahead and roll a perception check for me as you are taking the first watch.
Okay. Only a 10.
Sure. Okay. With a 10, a lot of your watch is relatively quiet. It being the first watch, the Kef and Brightclaw seem to have a pretty good handle on the way the beginning of their shift goes. And eventually Kef kind of looks towards you, Smog. So, what's your story, young man?
Tell you, I am not young.
Oh, I know. I was being polite.
I come from a very, very long way. Kinda just found a wayward home out here.
What is
Just
home
sort of-
for you?
The sea, I suppose. Shattered teeth.
Hmm.
This kind of drift.
Uh, you look like you've dealt with quite a bit, my friend, and I hope the sea shines upon you.
We'll see about that. See, you can. Yes?
I had a question, and I apologize if this is rude, but are you able to like store things in the shell, or is it just like I feel like I need to know. It's so much room back there. Is it like is that all you, or is there like a living space in there? Do you have like a room to decorate inside of it, or I don't understand. I'm sorry. Is this rude?
I hold myself back from saying something. Think of, and I'll tap my shell like a really hard back, and there's just me between it and here.
I don't feel like they cleared anything up at all for me.
Actually, yes, I can store some things in there. My sweat, dirt, bits of water that get in if I'm near the ocean.
Oh. So it smells like old feet?
Like a very old rag that's been
Oh,
drifting
God,
along
the rag,
waves.
please. No, don't mention rags and old sweat anymore, please. That is disgusting. I feel like a lot of things I've been trying to process today just clicked into sense. And I regret.
You have an
Nope,
extra.
I regret
you have-
everything I've asked.
I could use a new shell rag. It's getting pretty
Oh,
musty. The one I have.
Ugh. I think for the first time in a decade, I'm seasick. Okay. Eventually your shift comes to an end, Smog. And Kiln, your shift approaches as you are taking the last little bit of time before the sun rises and the rest of the crew begins to awaken. Roll me a perception check just to start this off.
That is a 16.
16. Okay. With the 16, we'll get to what you see. In the meantime, what Is there anything specific you wanted to do during your shift?
I think I come out from below deck, kind of just stretching and like popping bones, and just make like a couple loops before settling, like midway, where I don't have to shout at Kef, but I also don't have to automatically engage. I don't want to.
Okay. He gives us a little wave back, but you can see the hours have been working on him, as this was a long day. It being a port day, he's been up for probably about 24 hours now at the very least, and the hours are starting to wear on him.
I'll start up just a very soft sea shanty, because I know like that level of tiredness when you're at watch or at the helm on the ship can get a little monotonous, starting to fade a little bit, so give him something to hold on to.
And he joins in. He's not the greatest singer, but he is, especially being exhausted at this point, but he joins in, and you could tell he appreciates the bit of camaraderie that comes along with a shared shanty.
Mm-hmm. Just casually carving away on what is my attempt at a griffin.
Eventually, as the sun begins to crest over the eastern horizon, you get a sense of your location, as there are a bit of islands kind of on the horizon for you, and you see these crescent-shaped island beginning to approach directly in front of you. As the Brine Morrow Cay begins to draw closer as the morning arrives. Well, it looks like that is going to be it for us.
Yeah, you looking like you can use a good knockout sleep there, Kef.
Oh, what was a day, you could say, no?
I mean, it was a couple of days. I mean, before we shipped out with y'all, they had that craziness happening at the port.
Yeah, we were out in the sea when that happened. We saw that crazy chata come through.
Yeah, it was definitely a kerfuffle.
Word is, she made it through the blockade, which is impressive to say the least. I don't know how she did that, but to make her way through a assembly blockade is no easy feat.
Not in the least. And it can't make them look any good.
No, I'm sure there'll be issues for the host from this.
Yeah. Probably be a little bit harder on both sides of the territories.
What about you, Miss Kieran?
It's just kill him, kill.
Kieran and Kef, that's not going to be a problem for us to say come future episodes of this campaign, I'm sure.
Not in the least bit.
No, that'll just roll off the tongue like nothing.
Yeah.
That being said,
Yes,
I
Kef?
hope it's been a pleasure. Your crew, with or your team or whatever they are, they seem capable, at least.
A nice group of folks.
Do you think it's time to wake them?
I'll let them sleep a little bit. The two of them aren't used to this, but I mean, Smile will probably be up naturally in a bit, anyways.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Oh, tell me about yourself, Kef. I mean, a handsome gentleman like you on the sea probably has plenty of tales to tell.
Oh, me and the captain, we've been friends for a bit of time. We came from market and eventually found our way to the ocean and never looked back.
Ain't that just the way of it?
Yeah. I
Yep.
love it.
Just keep going.
Yep. He is so tired. He don't even know what to say anymore. He's just kind of that moment where like he thinks he's keeping himself awake, but even then it's like my brain's not processing words anymore.
This might be exactly why I picked this shift.
That being said, as the ship begins to approach the Brine Marquet, you see Kiln being the one actually paying attention to this. You can see the salt crusted bone spires stabbing out into the sky like these ancient tusks, and you get the sense that this is going to require a bit of traversing to make your way through this naturally defended quay, as there's this jagged reef that kind of crowns this salt encrusted island. Roll me a perception check, or actually roll me an arcana check.
Yes. Super duper good at that.
If you know what, roll me a perception check.
In addition to the one that I
No,
did earlier.
just roll me a perception check, a flat perception check. But I want you to add an additional proficiency bonus because of your elemental nature.
With that additional bonus, that would be a 19.
Okay.
No, a 18.
18. As the sun is cresting across the horizon, you are glancing out at the quay, and you would swear you see people on the water.
I think taking a moment seeing that, I'm gonna turn like so that I'm kind of blocked from the very tired Kef out towards the water, and say something under my breath in primordial, and just kind of like put my hand up to my mouth, almost like an OK symbol, and you just see like a slight stream of fire come out that produces more smoke than flame.
As the smoke kind of puffs out across the ocean, you see that smoke drop down as it crests over the edge of the ship and just hover across the ocean, moving towards the island with this almost as it catches that wind that pushes towards land. And as it moves, you see it drift across the ground, passing underneath the folk that seem to be moving across the ocean's surface. And you see them all have this bit of blue glow to them, and you've dealt with spirits before, being from where you are. You've seen spirits, and you know the power that resides in those spirits. And while you've never been one to interact with them or dive into that side of the world as a whole, you know what they are, and you see as that bit of soot and smoke passes underneath them and the sun rises in the background, you see them fade, and you see a little bit of glow to a path ahead of you as the ship begins to follow that path. As Kef, having been here before, begins to follow the path in. Whether he sees those spirits as well, you're not sure. But he seems to know the safe way to approach the city, or this village, because it doesn't really strike you as a city as you're looking upon it now, as the sun begins to cast light on these buildings. And you've seen Ascended Host buildings before. They're made of wood and paper, and as the clay, domed clay rooftops absorb a lot of that morning sun, the light begins to pass through those paper sheets that make up the walls of the Ascended Host structures. Eventually, the rest of the crew begins to wake. Your ship is guided in through this jagged reef. If there's anything anyone would like to do in these final moments, as you approach the deck and see this village coming into view. If not, that is where we're going to call it for the evening, as you all arrive in the Brian Morrow Quay. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us tonight. A very roleplay heavy episode. I hope you guys appreciated that and got to learn a little bit more about our characters. That being said, does anyone got anything going on this week they want to shout out?
Go check out Paracosm Entertainment on YouTube and here on Twitch. We got 2 shows going on: Villains by the Hour on every other Saturday and Burned Hope every other Tuesday, and the third, In the Dark, coming soon. I don't remember on every other what day, but it's a different day than those 2 days.
Okay. Z, I know you got stuff always going on. Where can people find you? What are you doing?
I mean, yeah, guys, you can find me here on Twitch. I will be streaming again on Sunday. We're going to be doing some new party games. Gamble with your friends, and then some kind of sock puppet game. I don't know much about it. It looks like fun. It is another party game. I'm very excited for that. But if you guys want to check that out, 12 p.m. CST over on my channel here on Twitch. You can catch us there.
Okay. You got anything going on in Vegas this week?
Yeah, I mean, you can just catch me being a very scaredy, self-serving, sinning scarecrow on Wednesdays, and Dark Folk Horror, Crooked Moon, GM Bela, or you can follow me at Vegas the Wanderer to get all that information.
Okay. It looks like a buddy of mine, Emerald Pixie, is going live in a couple minutes. Looks like 1:45, so we're gonna raid them. That being said, you can catch us next week on Wednesday with another episode of Forging Fates. That is the other table, the Shifting Sands table. Thank you so much for all the raiders tonight. I know we had a couple. I'm gonna shout out Streaming Rainbow, who has been fantastic. I love them. They're awesome people. I met them at PAX 2 years ago, or Gen Con actually 2 years ago. Soul Wars RPG International, thank you guys so much for the raid. And I think we had one other, or it could be wrong. I apologize if I'm missing someone. That being said, if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, do all those YouTube things to help us out. If there was some clip tonight, clipping those things and tagging them for the Twitch helps us so much in making content for the TikToks and the Instagrams. I'm going to let you guys go. I got nothing else. If you guys got nothing else, stick around for the raid. Remember, we love you, geeks. Good night.